Hello students, how are you? I wish all of you will be healthy and safe. So students, in this video you will know more about Python operators. As you know, what are operators? So operators are some special symbols that carry out arithmetic as well as logical computation. Okay. Now the values that the operator operates on it is called operand. So what are operands? So in this example you are seeing 2 plus 3. So plus is the symbol, as we have discussed the special symbols in Python. So plus is the operator and the value 2 and 3 are the operands. Okay. So in this example A and B are operand and plus is the operators. Okay. So it is clear that what are operands and what are operators. Okay. Now the first type of operator and the most commonly used operator is arithmetical operators. So one by one you will know about arithmetical operators. Okay. First one is plus, यानी कि this operator adds two operands like x plus y plus 2. So here we are using the two operators and three operands. Okay. For example, 12 plus 12 equals to 24. So this is the function of plus operator. It adds the values of two operands. Okay. Now next one is subtraction. It performs the subtraction. Subtract right operands from the left one. Okay. For example, if you use 24, it's the left operand, minus 12, it will give 12. So this operator subtract left right value from the left operand. Okay. Next operator is multiply. We call it is asterisk sign. Okay. So it performs multiplication of two operands. Okay. And divide performs the division. It returns the quotient. Okay. So divide left operand by the right one. Okay. And always results into float. Float means always results the value in decimal. Okay. As you can check it. For example, 12 is divided by 5. So what will be the result? The result will be 2.4. Okay. If you want to convert it into integer, then you have to input integer sign. You have to put integer sign to convert it into integer. Okay. Let's take an example. Okay. 12 divided by 5. What will be the result? The result will be 2.4. But I want to change it into integer. So use int keywords. Int 12 divided by 5. What will be the result? Guess. It will be 2. Okay. So this is the way to find out, convert the value, decimal value into integer. Okay. So next operator is modulus operator. So what is the function of modulus operator? Modulus operator is used to find out the remainder. Okay. You know very well what is the remainder. Whenever we divide one number to another number, then if you do not use the want the number in decimal, so in this case you will get the remainder. Okay. So simple. Let's take an example. Suppose 12 modulus. Use modulus operator. Modulus. Okay. 5. So what will be the result? 5 to the 10. 2 will be the quotient and 2 will be the remainder. Okay. So this is the use of modulus operator. So don't be confused between divide operator and modulus operator. Divide operator is used to find out the quotient and the modulus operator is find out the remainder. Okay. Now, so next operator is floor division. This is the division and this is the floor division. Floor. What do you mean by floor? Floor means first. Okay. Means lowest value. So whenever you use the floor division, so in this case you get the lowest nearest value. Okay. Division that result into the whole number adjust to the left in the number line. Okay. Let's take an example. Okay. Now I use 12 divided by 5. Okay. So what will be the result? It will be the 2.4. If I use 12 floor division by 5, so what will be the result? So 2.4 is nearest to 2. Okay. You have to choose the lowest value. So 2.4 is nearest to 2. So what will be the result? The result will be 2. Okay. So this is the use of floor division. Okay, let's take another example. Okay, now use 14 divided by 5. What will be the result? The result will be 2.8. Okay, now use 14 use floor division operator by 5. So what will be the result? Guess. The result will be 3 or 2. The result will be 2, because you will get the lowest value, because you are using the floor division. Okay, so what will be the result? The result will be 2. Okay, so next operator is exponent. You know very well, if you want to find the value a to the power b, okay, x to the power y, in this case you will use exponent operator. Okay, so let's take an example. For example, I want to get the value 2 to the power 5. So in this case you will use 2, use double asterisk sign, exponent 5. So what will be the result? That will be 32. 2 to the power 5 will be 32. So this is the use of exponent operator. Okay, so all these are the arithmetical operators. So next type of operators are comparison operators. As the name suggests, these operators are used to compare two values. Okay, and this type of operator always returns either one values, either true or false. Okay, according to the condition. Okay, so for example, this is the symbol of greater sign. So true if left operand is greater than right. If left operand is greater than right, then it will give true. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose I want to check 89 is greater than 90. So this condition, okay, 89 is greater than 88, then it will, this is the true condition, then it will return true. Okay, if I check 89 is greater than 90, it is false, so it will return false. Okay, so this is the use of comparison operator. Similarly, you can check less value. Okay, now this is the equal to operator. Okay, the single equal is the assignment operator, but if you use the 2 times equal sign, this is the equal to comparison operator. Okay, so using this operator you will check either two values are equal or not. Okay, let's take an example. For example, I want to check 55 is equals to 55. Yes, it is true, then it will return true. Okay, if I check 56 is equals to 55, it will return false. Okay, now the next type of operator is not equals to. Okay, for example, okay, 55 is not equals to 56. So this condition is true or false? Yes, it is true, because 55 is not equals to 56, then it will return true. Okay, sorry, you have to use single equal sign here. Okay, 55 is not equals to 56, then it will return true, because 55 is not equals to 56. Okay, so let's take another. 55 is not equals to 55, but 55 is equals to 55, so in this case it will return false. Okay, so this is the use of not equals to operator. Similarly, you can check greater than equals to, so it will take both condition, equal to and greater than and equal to both. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, now 55 is greater than equals to 45. This condition is true or false? Sorry, you have to use single times equal sign. 55 is greater than equals to 45. Greater than or equals to, yes, 55 is greater than 45, that's why it will return true. If I check 55 is greater than equals to 55, then it will return true, because 55, first of all it will check it is greater or not. It is not greater, but it is equal, so in this case it will return true. Okay, true. If you check 55 is greater than equals to 65, so 55 is not equals to 65 and 55 is not greater than 65, so in this case it will return false. Okay, similarly, less than equal comparison operator will be used. So all these are the comparison operators. Okay, now next type of operators are logical operators. Okay, so there are three types of logical operator: and, or, and not. So what is the use of and operator and logical operator? And logical operator check the truthness of two or more than two conditions. Okay, And true if both the operands are true. Basically, logical operators are used to check multiple conditions. Okay. And AND operator checks the truthness of all conditions. If all the conditions are true, then it will return true. Okay. If either of the condition is false, then it will return false. Okay. So let's take an example. Okay. 25 is greater than 23. This condition is true or false? Yes, of course it is true. I use AND operator and apply the second condition, like 45 is greater than 30. Yes, it is true. So you are seeing that 25 is greater than 23. Yes, true. 45 is greater than 30. Yes, true. What will be the result? Both are true. This is true and it will return true. So in this case, true and true will be true. Okay. So this is the function of AND operator. It checks the truthness of the both condition or more than two condition. Okay. If all the conditions are true, then it will return true. If either of the condition is false, then it will return false. Okay. Let's take an example. 25 is greater than 23. This condition is true. Okay. And 45 is less than 30. Less than 30. This is false. So it returns true and it returns false. But AND checks the both condition. If both are true, then it will return true. But here one condition is false. Then what will be the result? It will return obviously false. Okay. So this is the use of AND operator. Okay. So next is OR operator. Okay. True if either of the operand is true. So OR AND checks the truthness of all condition, but OR checks the only one truth condition. Okay. If either of the one condition is true, then it will return true. Okay. If all the condition are false, then it will return false. Okay. Let's take an example. For example, 25 is greater than 23. Okay. Or 45 is less than 30. Okay. So here 25 is greater than 23. Yes, true. And here it is false. But in the case of OR, it checks the truthness of either one condition. Here we are getting the one condition it's true. So it means it will return true. Okay. 25 is less than 23 or 45 is less than 30. Okay. Here 25 is less than 30, it is false, and 45 is less than 30, it is false. Then what will be the result? Because here there is no true condition, then it will return false. Okay. So this is the use of OR condition. Now next and last type of logical operator is NOT. NOT basically reverse the condition. If the result is true, so it will make it false. If the result is false, it will make true. Okay. And it is called the complements of the operand. Okay. Let's take an example. For example, 25 is greater than 20. So what will be the result? Obviously its result will be true. Okay. But if I use the not operand here, then what will happen? Okay, it will reverse the condition. 25 is greater than 20. It is true, but you are using the NOT operator, then it will reverse the condition. It becomes false. Okay. So this is the use of NOT condition. So all these are the logical operators AND, OR and NOT. Okay. You have to do practice more, because in the further programming you have to use AND, OR and NOT many times. Okay. Next type of operators are assignment operator. Means you are assigning a value to a particular variable. Basically we use the assignment operator equal sign. Equal sign is used to assign the values. Yes, for example, x equals to 5 means you are assigning 5 to x. Okay. There are various compound operators like a plus equals to 5. We call them augmented assignment. So what does it mean? A plus equals to 5 means a equals to a plus 5. Okay, let's take an example. For example, I am taking a equals to 5. This is the assignment operator. if I want to increase the value a to 5, okay, a equals to a plus 5, then what will be the result? Obviously it will be 5 plus 5, it will be 10. Okay, write down print a equals to a. Okay, and what will be the value? The value obviously it will be 10. Okay, now I use a plus equals to a plus equals to 5, then what will be the value? Now the value of a is 10. Now the value of a will be increased by 5 and it will be 15. Okay, next, okay, copy it and you have to paste it. Okay, now save it and press F5 to run the program. Okay, now equals to 10 and equals to 15. Okay, so this is the simple assignment operator and this is the augmented assignment operator. You can use the plus or multiply sign also, like a multiplied equals to 2. What does it mean? It means a equals to a multiplied by 2. Okay, now use, okay, you control process to save and 5. So what will be the value? Now 10, 15 and 15 multiplied by 2 equals to 30. So this is the assignment operator and augmented. This is simple assignment and this is the augmented assignment operator. Okay, here you can use any type of mathematical operator like exponent, multiply, divide, okay, subtraction, etc. Okay, let's move to the further. Now there are some special type of operators. These are identity operator or membership operator. So basically identity operator is similar to the equal to operator. They compare the equality of two objects. Okay, so age and age not. Okay, the operator age means it returns true, like equal to operator. If the operands are identical, if the two operands are identical, then it will return true. If two operands are not identical, then it will return true, is not. Okay, okay, so these are the identity operator age and age not. So let's take an example to understand them. Okay, now suppose a equals to 5 and b equals to 5 also. Then check print a is b. What will be the result? The result will be true because a equals to 5 and b equals to 5 also. Let's check it. That's the 5. Okay. That is true. Okay. Now next one is suppose c equals to RLBN and d equals to R plus. If you check print c is not d, what will be the result? It is true or false? Yes, it is true because c is not equals to d. Okay. And F5. Yes, it is true. This true is for A is B and this true for C is not B. If you check C is D, what will be the result? If you check C is D, what will be the result? The result will be obviously false because the value of C and D is not equal. Okay, that's F5. The result will be false. Okay, so these are the identity operators. So next type of operators are membership operators. So in and not in are the membership operators. So okay, there are two types of membership operator, in and not in. Basically you check a particular value in the sequence using these operators. Okay, they are used to test whether a value or a variable is found in a sequence like string, list, tuple, set, and dictionary. About them you will study in the later sessions. Okay, in the next we are test the presence of key, not key. Okay, you will study about dictionary in the later session. Okay, just for example, in it will return true if the value of variable is found in the sequence. Okay, and not in, it will return true if the value variable is not found in the sequence. Okay, okay, so let's take an example to understand more about in and not in operator. Okay, first of all go to the Python cell. Okay, and I am checking a in America. Okay, let's check A is in America or not. Yes, A is 2 times in America, so in this case it will return true. Yes, A is in America. If you check, is Z in America, so it will return obviously false. So in operator is used to find the particular value or variable is present in the sequence or not. This is the sequence and this is the value. Okay, let's take another. A is not in India. Okay, so what will be the result? Okay, tell me. A not in India, so it is true or false? Yes, obviously it is false because A is present in India. Okay, so it will return false. So this is about the in and not in operators. The next type of operators are bitwise operators. So bitwise operators are not easy to understand. So to understand bitwise operators you have to learn many more things. So I will tell you more about bitwise operators and what are the necessary things to understand bitwise operator in the next part. Okay, that will be the Python operators part 2. Okay, so enough for this session. Have a nice day. Be healthy, be safe.